Hey there, everyone. This is a video that I'm recording during my hiatus that I'm not going to upload until after my hiatus, which I don't know how long that'll be. Yes, I'm wearing a Scarecrow shirt, but not the Scarecrow, just a scary Scarecrow. I wish I had a fucking Injustice 2 fucking Scarecrow shirt. That'd be fucking amazing. What if they made those? If they hadn't, they should, because that game's still popular. Anyway, anyway, yeah. So this is going to be my thoughts on the Old Guard, which I really enjoyed. The movie, uh, not the graphic novel, which I will do a medium post and a video about when I read the graphic novel. Compare and contrast things. The cast is really good. Charlize Theron is fucking, kind of front and center. Kiki Lane, who I really enjoy, is Niall Freeman. Which, weird aside, have you ever thought about the last name Freeman with regards to black people? Like, people literally probably used it as a last name because they were free men. Yeah. Anyway, then there's Matthias Schoenartz, who plays Sebastian Lelivre. Marwan Kenzari, who plays Joe. Luca Marinelli, which I need to see more shit with Luca Marinelli because I fucking love his character. I love his acting. Who plays Nicky. Uh, I'm gonna butcher this name, and I very much fucking apologize. And I've heard people pronounce his name, and I'm still gonna butcher it because I can't remember how they pronounced it. She would tell Ejiofor. He's fucking amazing. Harry Melling, who plays Stephen Merrick, who's a gigantic cunt. Uh, Gothan Van, who plays Quinn. I think that's how they pronounce it in the movie. Haruka Oshima, who I don't know who she plays. I legit don't know. I um, Anna Maria Marinsa, who plays Dr. Meta Kozak, which bit on the nose. Joey Ansa, who plays Keen, who's a gigantic cunt. So let's talk about the movie. It has an interesting premise. Uh, Immortal people can't control when they become immortal. They just become immortal. People just randomly become immortal, and it's not like on a regular basis that people become immortal. It's just kind of at the beginning of the movie. There's only four. It's Charlize Theron, Matthias, Marwan Kenzari, and Luca. Those are the four immortals, and then Kiki Lane is the fifth immortal who became an immortal, now in timeline. Um, Charlize Theron is the oldest one in the group right now. Um, I'm not going to spoil storyline with her, but she's the oldest, and then it's Matthias. Then I think it's Marwan, and then Luca. Like then Kiki's all like the youngest immortal. I like how they did the immortality where it's not like when I was watching the movie, two franchises came to mind. Ajin, which is a Netflix show, which has like immortals, like Ajins are demigods. I think that's what it translates to. It's not that kind of immortality where like uh, they as soon as they die they come back, like it's like instantaneous regeneration kind of stuff. Like if they get a limb cut off they just kill themselves and they get better, which I like that as a concept. And the other The other franchise that came to mind is Highlander, but it's not like Highlander either because it's the immortality is kind of like Ajin and Highlander because there's not a lot of immortals in Highlander, and it's kind of meant to winnie down the immortals to just the one. And like Ajin's kind of similar, where it has like there's a very few Ajin throughout the world, and like and the Ajin that do get captured, like this is also another parallel that I didn't realize until just now. In Ajin, if they get captured by a government, they get fucking tested on, and that's it's not a government, it's a company that's seeking out the immortals to try and fix everything. And Harry Melling, Stephen Merrick is not. This very much I feel is a big fuck you to pharma. It's very like I feel like Stephen Merrick is very much an analog for Martin Shkreli because he's very much like this capitalist scumbag who just cares about not bettering humanity, but making his life better by way of immortality, and by selling immortality and shit like that. I fucking hate him. When he dies, and yes, he fucking dies. Spoiler: he fucking dies. He dies in a brutal fucking way. He gets uh, chopped by Charlie Theron's great fucking battle axe, and then gets dropped by way of Kiki Lane, her character, Niall Freeman, basically taking him out the fucking window. And literally basically turns him to fucking mush by, landing on a car. And, like, she survives, um, and shit like that. Um, so, yeah. Uh, so it's like that. And it's also kind of like Highlander because they do use, like, bladed weapons alongside guns, which is kind of interesting. It's an interesting concept. Um, and like Charlize Theron's character, Andy, which is short for Andromedae. Uh, she basically, I think it goes back to like ancient Greece, is like because like Andromedae is a Greek name, um, and she's like been behind the scenes helping people, like saving people and shit like that, and that's what that whole squad is about, is um, keeping doing what they feel is right for the world. So they literally take jobs from like governments and stuff like that as like a wet work team, and they get fucked over by uh, Mr. Ejiofor, his character. He was like a former CIA guy. Um, Quinn, sadly, is not in the movie. Um, she's apparently at the bottom of the ocean, um, because she got caught when, like, during the Crusades or something, or some other like witch trials or whatever. Got put into a fucking Iron Maiden basically, and tossed into the sea. She got DO'd, basically. Um, and like the cool like the sense that all the immortals have when a new one become like a new mortal exists, they start to dream about each other, and then like they can kind of communicate. There's like kind of communication between them, like that's subconscious kind of stuff. So it's kind of like being able to feel like in Highlander when you could kind of feel where when like a immortal's close to you and shit like that, like another immortal is close to you, kind of like that. Um, Joe and Nikki is my favorite are my favorite characters because they're the only couple in the entire movie, like the only explicit couple. It's kind of implied that Charlize Theron and Matthias, Andy, and Sebastian have had encounters in the past, but Joe and Nikki are the only two characters that are in a couple, and they're in a couple together, and it's a gay couple. And I was really like, genuinely, I was really fucking happy that it was a gay couple that was in this show, in this movie. There's a sequel bait ending. I don't know if that's a so hopefully they make another one because this one was really good. I actually need to. Who's the director for this? Director Gina Prince Bythewood, black actress or black director, excuse me. Love and Basketball, Secret Life of Bees, Beyond the Lights, Shots Fired, which is a TV series. Director. Let's see what you directed. The Old Guard, Cloak. Oh shit! She directed the first episode of Cloak and Dagger, Shots Fired, Great Performers, LA Noire, Beyond the Lights, Secret Life of Bees, Everybody Hates Chris. She did an episode for Girlfriend. She did 2 episodes for Bernie Mac's show. Damn Whitey, Bowl of Pork. That's a great fucking. That's a really good name. Just a bowl of pork. Stitches, which I feel is a fucking. It's a 1991 short. But yeah, like I need to watch more shit that she's done. Like I need to watch like Shots Fired or fucking like I need to watch the episode of Cloak and Dagger, like the one episode she directed, and like all this other shit because it's really good. Like it's a really good. She's a really good director. Um, the action is really good. But yeah, so going back to Nikki and Joe. My brain no work. Joe. Yeah, they're a gay couple that have been together since the Crusades. And fucking all, I guess it's not necessarily a spoiler. Yeah. Um, they were on opposing sides of the Crusades. Um, yeah, that's a thing. It's pretty great. I do believe Marwan Kenzari was on Saladin's side, or like the Muslim side, and Nikki was on the Christian side, Catholic side. But yeah, I love their couples. Like, it's the reason why I'm so happy it was a gay couple instead of a heterosexual couple is because that kind of bullshit has been done to fucking death. Immortal couples. Like, it's just so I don't know. It's like I'm just done with straight relationships being the default in shit. I don't fucking know. But I love that these two, like, because they're fucking adorable. Like, they're just in a fucking adorable couple. Like, Nikki also fucking, no, Joe, because Nikki gets shot in the head. Spoiler. Doesn't kill. It's not like the immortality is not like Highlander where you're basically your head gets lopped off, you die for real. They could take fucking fucking bolts to the head. Um, Kind of fucking insane. Um, but so dude, it's so brutal too. The fucking because it's the fighting is brutal as fuck. It's like Immortal John Wick. Like it's that kind of stuff. But dude, fucking like control like gets a guy on his knees, fucking puts the gun in his mouth, blows his fucking brains out, and fucking Joe, like such a he gets so fucking mad. He's like, you shot him in the head, like knowing that it doesn't necessarily kill him. Fucking like suplexes this dude, or like fireman carries this dude, and you see the shot. It's like it's fucking brutal. Like I want to know how they shot this scene. They must be a dummy. They showed like the close up of the dude's head hitting the fucking ground and just like like the neck like shifting, like it's brutal as shit, and he deserved it because he's an asshole. And it's so great because it's very much pro gay. It's not like this isn't just whatever played for laughs. This couple, um, like when they're getting transported to the facility, um, fucking they make one of the guards makes a joke, but because I think they kiss and whenever they separate or like he makes a comment and he's like, "You're so juvenile." And he's like, "What is it? What is it? Your boyfriend?" And he's like, "You're like a baby. You're fucking." He just goes on this rant, and then like they kiss. They have this long kiss, and then it cuts to like outside because it's inside this vehicle, and then it cuts outside because it arrives, and fucking Nikki and Joe are the only ones alive, where all of the rest of the people are fucking dead. It's pretty great. Like killing fucking homophobes. 10 out of fucking 10. It mostly takes place in France too. Um, this movie doesn't because other movies have this problem where when it's like based in because it starts off in the Sudan or like Afghanistan slash like Sudan. Like the Immortal Crew, the Old Guard, are in the Sudan, and then uh, like Kiki is in Afghanistan, and she gets like it's so fucked up too because it's like it's good. It's actually a good fake out because she kills this dude because he has a gun, shoots him, is like trying to save like she tries to save the dude. Dude slits her fucking throat, and then like she falls over or whatever, and it's like oh shit, she's dead. Like that was just someone dying. Like it was just like started fucking moving on, running with somebody's throat getting slit. And then it turns out like, oh no, she's actually alive. And it actually kind of plays with the fact that she might not be immortal. She might have just gotten saved. But then it's like, no, she's very much alive and very much an immortal. Um, but yeah, Kiki's the soundtrack's also really good. But going back to the because usually in people I've seen people on Twitter, people in Black Twitter talk about this where it's like the movie with Chris Hemsworth where he's like in on he's in Africa, he's on Africa, the African continent, and it's like it it's all like there's like this awful piss yellow coloring to everything, and that just is kind of a thing in Hollywood, which is like you're in like this foreign land, you're on the fucking African continent, you're in the Middle East, so everything's kind of bleh. They don't do that, and it's probably because it's directed by a black woman and doesn't necessarily don't want to fucking fall into that shit. But it's like nice, vibrant, you know. Um, it's actually doesn't have it literally doesn't have like any filters on it. It just literally looks like they shot it with like high res cameras and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it has a sequel bait ending. Um, if they have a sequel, I can't wait to see more Nikki and Joe because they are the best. Charlie Theron is pretty good. Kiki Lane's pretty good. Something. This is an epiphany I kind of had. I know it's stupid that I should have noticed this before, but so Kiki Freeman is the name of the character. Not Freeman is the name of the character. Kiki Lane is the name of the actress, and it took me a second to realize like I don't know why the fuck it took this long. I'm assuming it's like it been in the back of my fucking head. It just got, but like Morgan Freeman, like Freeman, like Huey Freeman, the Freemans from Boondocks. Morgan Freeman, all these black people with last name Freeman, and it's like they basically, I assume, I haven't looked into this, but I will look into this. But I assume it's because it was just literally easier to have that as a last name to be like, I am a free man, you know, instead of having to be like having to prove you're a free man. Like I'm blankety blank free man. I literally don't know why it took so long for my brain to click with that, but it just happened when I was looking at this character's name. I was just like, free man, Morgan Freeman. You know, like all these. It's like, oh shit, that makes sense. It's fucking depressing. It's like same thing with like Jefferson, because Jefferson raped a bunch of fucking people and had kids with his rape victims, and that's why Jefferson's a very common name with black people. It's like it's because of Thomas Jefferson being an absolute shit stain, and also his family being a bunch of absolute shit stains. Anyway, that's all, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and go watch the goddamn movie if you haven't already fucking seen it. And I'm gonna read the fucking graphic novel and give my thoughts on it on Medium probably before I make a video about it. Anywho, ta-ta.